Do you know why I have called you here today?
Because you wish to silence me.
I'll jump right in with one from Marcus. This season, we get Perrin back in the Two Rivers. How much does the tragedy of what happened last time he was there play into how he handles his return?
Yeah, no, it was quite cathartic to actually return to that set, really, and go back there. And it was quite, I mean, not on the pun, but it was quite a cyclical kind of journey and process to return there. And I think, I think there's a lot of emotional kind of trauma that's there. And I think having like left and gone on this journey, he hasn't really sort of like had time to kind of, I don't know, finalise that grief and move past it in a way. But I think returning there and having other things going on as soon as he returns, there isn't like a sort of a stillness there. There's danger and there's a lot of chaos encroaching. So I think he quickly kind of has to kind of finalise and return and understand and forgive himself, I think, ultimately, before, I don't know, allowing anything else to happen in his life and also to focus on other things.
And Dónal, this season adapts books 3 and 4 of Wheel of Time, which are where Mat gets a lot of like his signature stuff, like his weapon, like kind of his look. Will fans get to see that? And how much does Mat follow his book journey this season?
Yeah, well, I think there are like great moments that the fans recognize as kind of pivotal to Mat's journey within the books, and I think that, you know, they are realized within the show. And I think the show does a great job of, you know, that the books are pretty dense, and that what's, I think, really great about the show is that it works so much as this kind of as this ensemble piece. So there's a lot of people to look after, and I think Mat's arc is like really really well considered by our showrunners, and so I think the pivotal things, the things that, you know, I imagine the fans might be looking for, you know, in my reading of it, the things that, these key turning points for his character, the things that make Mat who he is, that make Mat, are present in the show, you know. So yeah, there's lots of things that I kind of feel. I was pretty excited to shoot, having read the episodes, and excited for the fans to see.
Nice. Marcus, I think there's even a shot in the trailer, but we got Faile cast this season. What can you say about how she and Perrin meet and what that dynamic is like?
Yeah, so Isabella, who plays Faile, she comes in this season. I know that's kind of like a character a lot of the fans have been waiting for a while. She, in the book, she has a completely, you know, fierce and fiery kind of direct energy that kind of balances with Perrin's sort of like weary sort of shyness. And I think, I think Isabella's incredible, and I think that interaction is kind of what Perrin's been kind of waiting for, in a way. He's kind of met a lot of characters on his journey, but it feels like there's someone with a kind of new approach into Perrin's sort of inwardness and his sort of like self-doubt in terms of his guilt-stricken sort of like shoulders slumped kind of way that he goes throughout the world. And I think Faile has it's kind of just like bird's eye kind of hawk, kind of like sees him and almost kind of sees him as kind of like a project for a way, in the way that she kind of like approaches him. But I'm so excited to see everyone's, you know, reactions to Bella, because she's incredible as Faile.
We cannot stand behind these walls and pretend we still have control.